Hello children, good morning. In today's class, we'll continue the same chapter, New Ideas. Till now, we have studied about Buddhism, and in today's class, I'm going to discuss about Jainism. So, what is Jainism? Jainism is one of the oldest religions of the world. According to Jain tradition, an enlightened person or a great teacher leads them in the path of Dharma. This is called Tirantkara. The teacher is called Tirantkara. So there are 24 Tirantharas in Jainism. It means there are 24 teachers in Jainism. And the first teacher was Rishabdev. And Mahavir Jain was the 24th teacher and he was the last Tirantharas. So about Mahavir Jain, who was Mahavir Jain? Mahavir Jain, his full name was Vardhaman Mahavir. He was born in about 599 BC. He was the son of Siddhartha. His father's name was Siddharth, and his father was a chief of the Janatrika clan, and his mother's name was Trishala. She was the princess of Vaishali. Like Buddha, he was also a descendant of the oligarchy, martial clans, which means a small group of people having control of a country, which were a powerful political force of the time. So at the age of 30, Mahavir left home for a life of asceticism. So here children, asceticism means it is a self-discipline and the rejection of pleasure of world for religious purpose. So at first he followed the practices of an ascetic order called Nirgranth. Nirgranth was a section that had been founded by Parsavnath, the 23rd Tirthankara, about 200 years before the time of Mahavir. Later the term Nirgranth was used for the members of the order that Mahavir founded. After 12 years, he attained the state of enlightenment and became a Jinnah. It means conqueror, or we can say Mahavir, which means a great hero. He spent his life preaching the message of Jainism. And after that, Mahavir died in the 527 BC in Pavapuri near Rajgriha. Now about the Mahavir teachings, Jainism laid great emphasis on individual effort towards self realization and ultimate liberation. Ahimsa, non killing, right, faith, conduct, and knowledge, and aparigraha, which means non possession, in everyday life takes an individual to that ultimate liberation, according to Jainism. And all Jains are strict vegetarians. According to Jainism, deeds should be based on three jewels, which is also called as Three Ratna. And these are right faith, right knowledge, right action. And the followers of Jainism made five solemn promises, and these five promises are non injury to living beings, truth, non stealing, not to own property, and the last one is chastity. And about the Jain literature, according to that tradition, sacred oral literature has been passed down from the days of Mahavir and it was compiled as 12 angs, which means 12 sections. And these replaced the 14 purvas, former text. Later, new material had been added to this angs in the form of 12 upangs or minor sections. The Jain texts were written in Prakrit language. And there is no need for any Vedic ceremonies and for invoking the gods for help. About Jain art and architecture, the contribution of the Jains to artistic heritage of India are indeed remarkable, and the Jains have been great temple builders in India. Particularly, these temples are in Rajasthan, Gujarat, and to a certain extent in Karnataka. And there is an enormous statue of the Jain monk in Karnataka. It was a beautiful example of Jain art, and the name of this Gometvashara. And the Hathi Gufa cave in Odisha was donated by the warrior king of Kalinga. So here most of the Jain monks lived in these caves. So About the spread of Jainism, Jainism spread to many places like Magadha, Anga, Kashi, and Koshala. And children, it even spread to areas out of the India also, like Nepal. Many rulers like Bimbisara, Ajatashatru, and Chandragupta Maurya patronized Jainism. After the death of Mahavir, the Jains split into two sections, and these are Digambars and Shwetambars. Digambars did not wear any clothes, and Shwetambars wore white clothes. And here are the important points. Followers of Mahavir were known as Jains, and Mahavir taught in Prakrit language. It was the common language of the common people, and Prakrit spoken in Magadha was known as Magadhi, and Jainism spread it to different parts of North India and to Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. And the teachings of Mahavir were written down in the form in which they are presently available at a place called Vallabhi. It is in Gujarat, about 1500 years ago. So about and the next topic is Upanishad. Upanishad means sitting at the feet of a master to gain spiritual knowledge. And there are 108 Upanishad. And the identity of the souls of the individual, that is Atma, and the universe, that is Brahman, is reiterated throughout the Upanishadic literature. And these philosophical texts criticize rituals and laid stress on the value of right belief and right knowledge. The Brahmins dominated everyone as the supreme caste. So some Kshatriya princes in the Panchala and Videha advocated the principles of the Upanishad and thus created the atmosphere for the reformation of the priest dominated Vedic religion. So the theory of karma also emerged as a part of the Upanishadic philosophy. It means that in one's present birth, a person has to bear the consequences of the actions performed by him or her in the previous birth. So this is all about Jainism. I hope you understood about this. Thank you, children, and have a nice day.